So after betrayal, it's only natural to feel anger, hate, and resentment. You've given your trust and someone broke your trust. So to an extent, you make it mean something about yourself to you. You might make it mean something about your worth. And letting someone else define your worth by their actions. So you letting your worth being defined by someone else. You're making it personal, you're making it something about yourself and mean something about your own worth, how someone else treated you. Anger and hate and resentment can be good in the beginning, to like push someone away that doesn't treat you well, but it doesn't suit you holding on to it. You need to look at to why you're holding on to it. Maybe you think you're punishing someone else by doing it, but really you don't really punishing anyone else by holding on to it. You're the only one that has to be with yourself feeling that way. And you're even sending mental energy and energy to the person by keeping them in your mind. You're keeping them alive in your mind and you're sending them energy. So you're not doing yourself a favor, and you're doing them a favor by keeping them holding on to it. The other thing is, by letting go of resentment, you're also not condoning the behavior of someone else. You can very well understand that someone would do it again. They are who they are. You can see them for who they are. And you don't suddenly trust the same person again because of that, because you're letting go of resentment. It just means you don't have to feel angry over mistreatment or poor treatment or broken trust or betrayal. And you're doing yourself a favor by doing that. You can still have your boundaries, you still have your memories, you still know how someone is and how they would be. You still know their games, you know all of those things. The only difference being that it doesn't bother you anymore. You don't care. You don't care. You cleared it off and you're walking around with a better energy. If you were a person that walks around with resentment, it probably blocks you in some other ways or areas of life. Or it rubs off into other areas in your life, which when you have cleared it is not longer an issue. So there are benefits to letting go of resentment. A good thing to do is just to write out if there's a benefit of letting go or a detriment to it. So you can look at both and see what speaks true to you and then make a choice. Also understand that your worth is not defined by how someone else treats you. When all it was maybe a teaching lesson to learn something and maybe also to learn something about your own worth. What you're worthy of, what you think you're worthy of, and who you let your worth being defined by. Yeah, these are my thoughts to betrayal, and I see you in the next video.